everybody. I'm just doing my first part of my video, as I was talking about before on some of my pages and vlogs, if you follow me, is that I was doing some packing and my husband thinks I pack way too much. So I'm going to show y'all what I take on a cruise for a 7-day cruise, and then later on I'm going to do a video on what he would take, and we'll see what you think. This is a carry-on bag. I'm thinking about, though, not using the bag, maybe getting some backpacks and narrowing down some for me and some for my husband to carry. But let's get into what I've got so far. I take an insulated cups so that I can go to the Lido deck and get my drink and not have to, because they give you these teeny tiny little cups, and this will keep it hot and keep it cold. I think, let's see what it says on here. I think it says that it's going to be for 12 hours hot and 24 hours cold. I put the support law enforcement officers on mine because, as most of y'all know, my husband is a correctional officer, and I do support our local law enforcement. I've got one for me, and I've got one for my husband. Next, I'm taking an extension cord, because sometimes the cords, the plug-ins to the cords are way across the room, and if you want to use your phone or do something, you can't just lay on the bed and do stuff on your phone. So I take the extension cord. I also take the power strip. Now, this is not a surge protector. You are not allowed a surge protector on cruise ships. You have to make sure that it's the power strip only. I like this one, and I'm keeping the tag on it so they know that it's new and don't question whether it's safe or not. It has 3 cord plugs, and it has the USB cords for your phone. So I can charge cameras and phones, laptops, whatever I need to charge right there with that plug. I'm also taking some door and room decorations. One thing being is some magnets. I got this cute magnet. It has on here the Dream, and as you know, we're going on Carnival Dream. This right here is for our papers, for like so that we don't get our room all messed up with papers. It's a little clip that's magnetic and can hang on the walls, because cruise ships, most part, have magnets for the walls. Then I've got the magnetic hooks, and the reason I got those is because I'm also going to bring some decorations for the door, and instead of using a lot of sticky stuff, I'm going to use the magnetic hooks, because a lot of my stuff just hang. One of my decorations I got to hang is my lei. I got a pink lei for me and a blue lei for my husband, just to make the door a little cute. And to sit in our room, I got our little hula dancer. We got this from the Dollar Tree. She is so cute. On here, I got a lock, and the reason I do that is because I'm going to go ahead and take probably a backpack or something, and as you know, we're going to Jamaica. Jamaica's known for some pickpocketing, so that's just a little safe measure for our important stuff. I always take thank you cards for our staff that wait on us, in our room stewards, and the staff in the dining room that wait on us. It's easier to just hand them a little tip with the thank you note, and I think it's just a lot more personal just to do that. Now, this is something we have not done before. We started doing it locally, and we've done it like we've traveled road trips, but I'm going to do it this time on a cruise. A lot of these are magnetic. A few of these are just some nice rocks, but they're all decorated and painted. They're called kindness rocks, and we're gonna just spread them out and hide them out as we go on the trip, and just get somebody a little happy as they go through the day. I've got these straws that I'm going to use for my drink cup. I thought they were cute. They got the little tropical drinks on them. I got those from the Dollar Tree. I only paid $1 for them. Then I also at the Dollar Tree I found my inflatable monkey friend. We're going to put him in our room. My son wants him as soon as we get back. He's tried to talk me into him before we leave, but told him he had to wait on that one. I've got my binoculars. We have a balcony room. I love to sit out there and see what kind of fish we can see and what all's in the water. And sometimes when you get closer to land, you can see the land. That's really cool. And then I do little thank you little bags for our room stewardess and fill them up with the little goodies because they take care of you so well on those cruises. I've got some command strips for some of the stuff I've got to hang. That way it just hangs on the door and I can easily take it off when we go to leave. Now some of the things I got to take, I got this for $1 on the Dollar Tree, but I also decorated it up. And I put on there, why lemon happy to just 1 hour. I thought that was so cute. And then from the Dollar Tree also, we got this little hanging sign, which would go good with those magnets. It says, welcome to paradise. I made these because we're going for an anniversary cruise. And I made these to go on our door for our anniversary. And it just says, in high tide or in low tide, I'll be by your side. 21st anniversary. And it's got our anniversary date on it. And some cute little flowers. This one went with our first cruise. We got it from the Dollar Tree. It's going to go to the next cruise also. It's a little cute hanging tropical flower. Then I got this one that can lay down or sit up as our margarita, and it's the Browns and the year we got married. And then this one I made to hang up to advertise for our pages. It says, you know the saying, what happens on Carnival Dream goes on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. And then it tells them to follow me, and it's got all my different links to my different pages. This one is my jewelry. I've got this cute little jewelry bag, and it just ties, and I've got all my necklaces and bracelets in that. In this one, I've got my lanyard that is also a Mardi Gras bead because I love New Orleans. Everybody knows I am a New Orleans Saints fan. I got to have my Saints merchandise. Then I've got this cute little zipper bag, and in the zipper bag is my nice thin bracelets and the stuff I'll need to get all accessorized for the trip. And I put them all together in the Crown Royal bag because it just keeps them all nice and neat, and you don't have to worry about losing anything. And like I said, I may stick some of those up in the room, so I got me from the Dollar Tree a little display easel so I can sit up and not have to worry about anything falling over. Alright, little tip. I take an unopened bottle, so they know I didn't fill it with anything else, but I take apple cider vinegar. The reason I take apple cider vinegar is because if you sunburn, and being we're going to go on a 7-day Caribbean trip, you're most likely going to get at least a little sunburn. You go in there and you get you a cool shower, take your wash rag, put you some apple cider vinegar on it, dab it on the sunburn. Next day, no pain. You're starting to tan, no more hurting. This is some Copper Tone Water Babies. Our pediatrician swears by it because we have boys that are blonde-haired boys, and she told us the Copper Tone, it will not let you burn, and so we have tested other products, and we have burned every time, so we have stuck with the Copper Tone Water Babies, even for the adults. Now that is what I'm taking to carry on. Now I'm going to get together the other stuff, and I'll show you that in just a few minutes. Okay, we're back with bag number 2. This is a slightly larger bag, and this is the bag that I'm going to use to carry all the extras that we'll need. Because I'm going to try to pack mine and my husband's clothes in the same bag, except for underwear, of course. In this bag, I'm going to take everything out real quick. And we'll go through these individual bags, which I pack them in bags to keep everything together nice and neat, and you don't have to worry about it. I have a laundry hamper, a pop-up laundry hamper. Mine is double-sided. That way I can put wets on one side, dries on the other. I have my Victoria's Secret travel bag, which I'm going to use as a beach bag. I have a nice sun hat, because when you're on that Lido, there is no hiding from the sun. It beams down on you. You need something to protect yourself from the sun. Then I also carry a small bag of clothespins, and the reason I do this is they have this little string that pulls out that makes a clothesline in your shower, which you can just throw your swimsuits over it and let them dry, but I like the clothespins because you can get much more on that line to dry. Also, I got this from the Dollar Tree. It's a little mini bag, messenger bag. It has a zipper on it. If I want to go to the dining room or something and I don't want to take no big bag to carry stuff in, I can take that little bitty bag and I can carry just a few things that I might need. In this one, we have the little bands that go on your wrist for the mosquitoes. I have a couple of ponchos, and I have some extra lanyards just in case we want to change them up or something happens and one may break. I carry a flashlight, and the reason I carry a flashlight is when you go in the rooms and stuff, they can be dark at night. Maybe you've got to get up and go to the bathroom or something. You don't want to wake your husband up just to go to the bathroom, so I carry a little flashlight. I've also got another black sun hat, which is a smaller sun hat, which will go with most of the stuff I'm going to take to wear. And I've got my black baseball cap, just for days where I want a little cap but I don't want to wear the sun hat. I'm going to take an emery board in case something happens and a fingernail may break. You always might need one of those. I'm going to take some sunglass cleaners to clean my glasses on my sunglasses so I can see them to go out. And got another poncho I can put up into the bag. I found this at the Dollar Tree. It was so cute. It's a light up LED necklace. I can wear that for our 80s glow night. That will be really cute on it. And also, for the 80s glow night, I got me a few glow-in-the-dark bands, a glow-in-the-dark hairband, and a glow-in-the-dark ball. Also, for my cruises, I take, sorry about that, I got two different ones, highlighters, so that when our fun times come in, we can highlight what we want to do for the day. I take two different colors, that way my husband can have a color, I can have a color, and we can just coordinate that way. And then I take the dry erase markers, because I have in here, which I'll show you in a few minutes, a dry erase board, which is really neat because, you know, when we go on a cruise, we unplug, which means we don't go with our cell phones, we don't use all that, because you can come out with some high fees you do not want to pay later on a cell phone. So you can't just text your husband and say, hey, I'm going down to the casino, or I'm going to the pool, meet me there. So what we do is take the dry erase board, and if we have to go somewhere, we can write each other a note. Say someone fell asleep, but you want to go down and get something to drink. You can write a little note, let them know where you are. That way they don't wake up and not know where you went. This one I'm not taking apart. You'll take my word for it. I have 7 days worth of panties and bras in my lingerie bag. This is my bag of shoes. In the shoes, I have my husband's one pair of dress shoes. He usually wears his tennis shoes on board. We have a pair of water shoes because we are going to do a excursion that will take water sports, so we do the water shoes. I have a pair of fancy flip-flops, and I've also got a pair of my nice dress shoes for the formal night. In here, we have the towel clips. We use these big clips so that when you go out on the Lido deck, you can clip your towels to the chair and they don't blow around, because it can get really windy on the Lido deck. Also, if you have a curtain that's stubborn and won't stay shut and you want to take a nap, you can just use it to clip that curtain shut, and voila, dark room. I'm taking this little kit. It has a little sewing kit just in case something comes up and I lose a button or something and we need to replace that. I got some cocoa butter lotion. With it being in the sun, you want to hydrate your skin so you don't peel. I'm taking a little umbrella. That way if it's rainy on the day we do excursions, we'll have a little umbrella that we can get out of the rain with. And I'm taking a corkscrew because they can charge you $14 to $20 in the dining room to go ahead and do the cork for your wine, which you are allowed 7.50 milliliter bottle of wine. But if you take your own, you don't have to pay that fee. You can enjoy it in your room. It's just a lot easier with your own. Sorry, I know I'm going back on you for a minute. I'm sorry. Alright, in the next bag, I've got my room bag. This is everything I need to get my room together to where we can be comfortable and we can be a lot less cluttered for the week. In this bag, I'm trying something new this year. We have a mirror in the bathroom, and this just suctions to the mirror. It's a toothbrush holder and a cup holder so that when you go and you brush your teeth, you're not laying your toothbrush where someone else has laid theirs. And this one is for the bar soap, because me and my husband do use bar soap. He is allergic to a lot of soap, so we have to stick with a certain brand, and that's what we go with. I'm trying a hack that I learned from another YouTuber. This is a bag of small garbage bags. We're going to line our drawers and our shelving with the garbage bags so that our stuff is not sitting where everyone else's has been. But also you can take those garbage bags and use them at the end of your trip to pack wet clothes and stuff, so your wet clothes doesn't get in with your dry clothes. This right here, I'm going to use, it's magnetic to go on the wall. I can use it for my pens and stuff to go into it, and my notepad for the crew to write them notes. That way I can keep it from getting cluttered up on the desk. This is my dry erase board. Yes, it's cracked on the side. It's been through 3 cruises with us, but it has come in so handy, and I just love my board. This is the little papers, the notepad I'm going to use for our crew members, just to, like, if we need more towels or we want more pillows, we can let them know that and just write them a little note. This is what I'm getting for my room air fresheners. I've got the little balls. I've also got some scented sachets to go into the drawers. That way, just to keep your room smelling a little fresh as you're going on the trip. This has gone with us to Disney. It's gone to this will be 3 cruises with us. I got this from Big Lots. They don't even sell it anymore. I don't know where you could get it from now. But it's a shoe organizer, but we don't use it for just shoes. You can stick your stuff up in there, and it's a nice little way of keeping stuff out of the way. And this is an over-the-door shoe organizer. We do not get this for our shoes. We get this to put it on our bathroom doors. You can put your sunscreens in it. You can put your sunglasses in it. You can put any little things in it, and you don't have all that junking up in your drawers and keeping you from space that you need. Also, on one part of the cruise closet, you're gonna have where it's just shelving. We get these pop-up little box organizers, and those, we can put our underwear in it, we can put our socks in it, we can put shorts and t-shirts in it, and it's all together. We know where it is, and we don't have to worry about looking for something. This right here we got for our drink cups. It's a little bitty bottle of soap so that we can sanitize them every day. And speaking of sanitizing, we got hand sanitizer soap. And when I do that is, there is norovirus. And I do not want to spend my whole trip sick. So I just take that little pop-up stuff to wash off my hands. It foams up. It's a little nothing because you got it from the Dollar Tree. You didn't pay much to get it. And if it keeps you from getting sick and lets you enjoy your trip, that $1 is well worth it. Alright, I'm going to put this stuff away and we will go to the next bag. Okay, we're back. Now this is my next bag that I packed, and this is nothing but our clothes. There's nothing else up in it. In our clothes, I use the original Space Bag storage product. It has this neat little area that you can press, sit on it, and it presses all the air on it and space saves it. This one's my husband's bag. Same size bag for mine. I'm not going to unpack everything, but I have written down what I have in mine, and my husband's got just about the same amount of stuff in his, so we'll just go over it. I have 7 dress shirts. These are shirts that I can wear to the dining room. I can wear out when we go to the comedy club and stuff. It's just really nice dress shirts. I got 6 casual shirts. This is more shirts like you would wear around the pool or around just leisuring around the deck. I got 1 long sleeve shirt. The reason I bring a long sleeve shirt is there are times where you can go in and it gets really cool inside the dining rooms and stuff at night, especially if you got a sunburn or anything. So I just take something that I can keep warm with. I have 1 80s night dress. We're going to have the theme party, so I got a dress that will go good with the 80s theme. I got 1 white dress shirt, and the reason I'm taking that is because sometimes they'll throw in a white night, so we like to do that too, and the white t-shirt's what I'm going to use. I got 1 shirt that I got in Mexico. It's really pretty. It flares out. It's got ribbons. It's really nice. I'm going to take it for if they do the Mexican night. I've got 4 swimsuit cover-ups. Because when you go, you're not supposed, say you're out and you're on in the swimming pool or whatever, and you just want to go straight to the dining room and get the buffet and get you something to eat or drink. You cannot walk around the ship without a cover-up. So I got me 4 swimsuit cover-ups. I got 4 bikini tops and 2 bikini bottoms. That way I can change them out. I can have it where I'm not wearing a wet swimsuit. I hate the feeling of a wet swimsuit. I have one one-piece swimsuit, so if there's any days I feel like I've ate too much, which I am not going to say no to anything on that cruise ship, so there could be them days, I have a one-piece swimsuit. I have 2 capri pants, so I can use them, or my one pair of pants in case it's chilly and I just want a little extra covering. I have 1 pair of shorts packed, but I'm packing some shorts in that is going to go with us to the hotel and stuff, so I'm sure they'll just be thrown on over into the bag as long as I don't get them all messy. I've got 5 dresses because I plan to wear a lot more dresses, especially on in the dining rooms and stuff like that. We'll do dresses. I got 3 possible formal dresses. Yes, I know I'm only going to have 2 formal nights, but I can't make my mind up, and I'm just going to take them all 3 and decide while I'm there. I have 2 sleeping pajamas. I have the 7 bras, the 7 panties, and like I told you, the pair of pants. This is for a 7-day cruise. This is my thinking. This gives me something that I can wear in the daytime just to be casual with, something I can wear at the dinner time so I can dress up a lot, and then something I can turn around and wear just, like to the comedy club and stuff. You don't want to wear dresses and be all too fancy to go to the clubs, but just give me a little lee room. My husband says it's too much. I think it's just enough. Y'all tell us what you think in the comments below. Alright, I'm going to put this bag up, and then I'm going to go to my medicine bag, where I'm probably going to narrow it down a little bit, but I'm going to show you a little bit what's in my bag. There's some things I got to get for my bag because I've ran out. We just use it a lot. And then I'm going to show you about what I'm taking makeup-wise. Okay, this is what I take for a makeup bag. And in it, I'm putting these hand sanitizers. The reason I do that is, like I said, I do not want to be sick. I do take hand sanitizing and hand washing very seriously on a cruise. I don't want neurovirus. So I got small hand sanitizers that I can take with me when we're on excursions, when we're on the cruise ship. I got this. If your nose gets a little stuffy, it's a little vapor inhaler. I have a Leave All Day Pain Relief. And I'm taking this, which I'll fill up with some other stuff I need to take, but this is our Bare aspirin, low dose aspirin. In here I'm going to put also some Benadryl because I have some food allergies and I don't want that to bother me on the cruise ship. This right here, my husband has bad problems with his ears since he was in the gel explosion. He has pain in the ears, and I don't want him to have to suffer, so I take his ear drops. My husband, he works as a correctional officer. And this is just a little tape so we can take some gauze. I've got a little first aid kit with some gauze in it. This has some Band-Aids, some gauze, some liquid Band-Aids, our Neosporin, and that way if anybody gets any cuts or anything, we can keep it from getting infected. I take motion sickness pills. I like Dramamine, but I found these recently and I used them when we went with our friends on the boat, and they were awesome. They only $2 at Walmart, where Dramamine is $5. So I got some of these. I've got several packs of those because when I get on a cruise, I want to eat. I don't want to worry about no sickness. I got this. This is for any kind of like rashes or itching, just in case we get into something that might, or I have an allergy and it might make us itch. Silvadine, burn anyway. Silvadine is awesome. It takes all the pain away. This right here is my inhaler in case anything comes up where there's flowers blooming or something and I start feeling a little wheezy. I get my inhaler so I don't have to worry about that. I take these. This is just in case. Say you eat something that doesn't agree with you, you get the diarrhea, or you get the norovirus. You want something that's going to take care of you, and you don't want to spend an arm and a leg for any of this in the gift shop, because you can buy some of this stuff in the gift shop. Not all of it, but some of it, but you don't want to have to spend a lot of money. This is in case you get blisters on your feet. It keeps them from rubbing on your shoes. It is a lifesaver. My first trip, I took a pair of shoes and I blistered up bad, and it just kept me from being miserable. This is in case I get bladder spasms bad, so I take it just in case. It's A to Z. It's amazing if you have any problems with urinary tract infections or anything. They're just awesome. And then I take cortisone just in case we get poison ivy or something, because we are going to go in the woods this time. We're going to be doing zip lining, and I do not want to be miserable. I've got the Miralax and more Imodium just in case. This is in case we get any kind of cuts, especially when we're on excursions. It's a little spray on alcohol. That way we can just sanitize any cuts we may get. This has toothache medicine, stuff for your lips in case you're sunburned or you get chapped, a thermometer, and car mats, just in case. I got this, is red eye lubricant, but it's also good if you get any foreign objects or anything in your eye. You can just flush your eyes out and not have to worry about that. This one right here is A&D ointment. Great if you get chafed or something whenever you're wearing swimsuits that's wet. And I've got this in case you get any sore muscles, and then some Vicks Vapor Rub in case your nose starts running. And that is my first aid kit. This I am super excited about. We got an Ultra Beauty finally in Pace, and I found this little kit. It is so cute. It's rose gold and it zips, and this is what I'm taking on my cruise with me. Now the thing is, I've got to narrow my makeup down. It's going to be what fits in this box. Let me open it up and show you what I have in it at the moment. Top comes loose a little bit. This right here, we've got my makeup brushes in the top. This right here is a little eye primer with tinted with champagne color. Beautiful color. On here, I've got some lip liner, 2 different shades, a darker and a lighter. This right here lines your eyes, and it's just a light color. I love it. Just for days you don't want to get all dressed up and you just want a little bit of tint. I've got another little liner right here. This is a lip liner. I've got, these are awesome. These are my little things. They come with this little pack. It has 2 little colors, and it's lip gloss. I love to wear them on top of my lipstick and give them a little shimmer. I have my blender, but I also use this sponges to apply, so I took them. I have the Wet n Wild foundation. I use that one. It's a rose ivory color. I'm very light skinned, but this is photo focus, so it doesn't affect you taking photos. I have a poreless face primer. This came with the kit. It's really, really great. This came with the kit, the Ultra Beauty kit. It's some blush. You got the darker or the light pink. Or you've got this one, this the dark browns and the kind of goldish color. I love this stuff. I bought it extra, but this is amazing. This is my rose water. It smells so good and it helps so much when setting your makeup. I've got our shimmer, because of course when you're in the sun you want to look like you've been kissed by the sun. Then I've got this one. This is my eyeliner. I've got the brown and the black. I've got this for our formal night. This is mine that just gives your lips a little more sparkle. And of course, I love this to trim up little areas on your face. Then, on the other side, we have the shimmering powder. So on formal nights, gives your body a little shimmer. I have a little bit of cheek, just gives you a little light shine. I've got this lipstick. This one is, let's see here, if it tells me, it's Pink Frost. And then I've got this one that is a Luscious Wine, which is a nice red. And then of course I have these that I got from the dollar store. I just love these colors. Just gives you a little extra coloring. I've got my Victoria's Secret Velvet Mate. I've got this one, which is a 24-hour Maybelline lipstick. I have my Neutrogena Hydra Boost Plumping Mascara. I've got a little of our liquid, and this one's the liquid eyeliner put out by Flower. Here's two more that came with the little kit that just gives it a little shimmer. It's a little lip gloss. So on days you don't feel like wearing lipstick, it's awesome. And then I've got the Ultra Beauty palette, and that's the Rose Gold palette. And I just love these colors. And that's what I have in my makeup bag part right now. As you can see, I may have to eliminate some stuff, but I also in here I got a little cocoa and shea butter treatment mask, a cucumber mask, and the gold spa treatment mask, just to give your face a little lift, especially if you've been out in the sun and you don't want to have it where your face is all peeling and everything. And then this is my little eye serum. It's an age-defying dark circle and puffiness serum. And the little bitty thing for your nails. And that is what I have for my makeup right now. Last but not least is my Progresso Mexican bag. What I'm going to do with it is when we go to our hotel room, this is the bag I'm going to be using. I've got our toiletries, and I'll go through that for you in just a minute, what I take on my cruise. I'm going to take a pretty little green dress, and this is my flip-flops that I'm going to wear with it. I've got my hair straightener, which I also use to double as curling. You can do that if you want, like. And I've got this bag, which I'm fixing to go through it in detail with you right now. So let's just break it down into bags. This right here is